Yo, what's up, man? It's your boy Derek Branch here of Saint Discussions on Strike Seven Sports. And today I just wanted to talk about what went down today concerning the New Orleans Saints and their pursuit of winning the NFC South. So here's the deal. If you were still holding out hope, if you had any aspirations of the Saints winning the NFC South, getting to the playoffs, that pretty much ended today when the Jacksonville Jaguar, my bad, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers blew out the Jacksonville Jaguars by a score of 30-12, and that's with Trevor Lawrence starting as a starting QB. I knew he had a concussion. He suffered a concussion last week against the Baltimore Ravens. Clear concussion protocol, got in this game, and didn't do squat. Didn't do squat. He was benched, and they really couldn't do nothing, man. Jacksonville flat out just stumped it up against the Buccaneers. And now the Buccaneers pretty much have control of the NFC South. Um, they're really controlling their own destiny. They really do. The Saints pretty much give away that right to actually get back into the division hunt when he lost to the Los Angeles Rams. So with that being said, man, it's pretty much it's over for the Saints going to the playoffs because you could have did so much in those previous games that wouldn't even you wouldn't even have to put yourself in that predicament, but it happened. You allowed it to happen, and that's what we're dealing with right now. So it doesn't matter because the Saints could beat Tampa Bay next week, and following week beat Atlanta and go 9-8, and the Buccaneers could go 9-8, and the tiebreaker will go to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers because they got the better overall conference record in the NFC, so they will be division champions. They have a better conference record in the NFC, the NFC as a whole compared to the Saints. That's just what it is right now. And even if they lost this game, that wouldn't have hurt them as well because they had another life coming into next week. You know what I'm saying? Playing against the Saints, and they just look like the better team right now, man. They really do. Smart move by them to sign Baker Mayfield compared to the Saints. The Saints went ahead and spent over $150 million on Derek Carr. Baker Mayfield looking like a man that wants it. You know what I'm saying? He's a guy that can, unlike Derek Carr, get out the pocket and make plays. Derek Carr stays in the pocket, takes sacks, doing all kind of necessary stuff. But then again, you got to wonder if you put Baker Mayfield with the Saints, you probably get the same results you're having with Derek Carr because of the coaching staff. And if you put Derek Carr with Tampa Bay, they'd be a really good football team. Right, to be honest, it really would be. You know what I'm saying? But Bucks earning it, man. Bucks earning it over the Saints. You know what I'm saying? And I know that's a lot of people might get what they want if they're fired in the South. But the way it's playing out, man, this is leading me to believe that he could be back next year. The way it's looking right now, because two NFL insiders from the national level have came out pretty much. They didn't say it outright, but have put out statements that Dennis Allen is pretty much safe for next year. And I listened to last night I listened to Nick Underhill's stream. He was just talking about the Saints, and I kind of agree with him on the statement about they have probably the front office, the brass, probably already told Dennis Allen he's good to go for next year. So I wouldn't be surprised because Dennis Allen is not coaching like a coach that wants to keep his job. He's really not. Even you could tell by his demeanor in the press conferences. You know what I'm saying? That he is not concerned about winning that job. About losing that job. You can really tell. You know what I'm saying? So I won't be surprised. And I won't be surprised if Mickey Loomis has already feeded those insiders that information about Dennis Allen being safe. Now they're saying that next weekend, the following 2 weeks, could also have a part into it as well, play a part to that decision. But you pretty much, you know, not have you pretty much don't have a lot to play for. You know what I'm saying? Because do you really believe that? Um, do you really believe that the Buccaneers going to lose to the Carolina Panthers the last game of the season? Do you really believe that? You know what I'm saying? That's just something to think about. I know Carolina's playing a lot better lately. They're playing a lot better. And I know they beat Atlanta last week, almost beat Green Bay this week. You know what I'm saying? Pretty much had Bryce Young pretty much had his best game of the season. But excuse me, I'm pretty sure that the Buccaneers won't allow that, man. Tampa Bay is playing on a different level right now. You know what I'm saying? And who would have thought? Who would have thought the Buccaneers was going to win this division? Because they pretty much had a roster overhaul. You know what I'm saying? Got a new OC, um, Baker Mayfield, and look what happened. Look what's happening. You know what I'm saying? So that's out to them though. Gotta give them their credit. Where it's due. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know if the Saints. I don't see the Saints getting back into this, man. I don't. I won't be surprised if the team just mails it in next week. Who knows, man? Mail it in because Dennis Allen could say that the team is still playing for him, still fighting hard, but it's hard to tell. You know what I'm saying? So they don't. That's a, that's a lot. Everything is there for them to make that move to fire him, bro. All the justification is there, bro, for them to make that move. We'll see how it plays out, but Buccaneers, man, most likely gonna win NFC South. Most likely gonna win NFC South. But I don't like the direction the team is going. The way the direction the team is going into the South. So we'll see how it play out on January 8th. Is going to be a day that a lot of fans, a lot of Saints fans, going to be looking out for because that's when a lot of coaches, you know, pretty much going to be fired or be told that they're going to get another year. You know what I'm saying? So maybe Dennis Allen's a part of that group, or maybe he's not. He's not, but it's just sad the way the season is for the Saints. It just is because you will never that team. I think any team will never have a schedule like that again. That was like a to me that was like a blessing from the league. That was a blessing from the league to have that type of schedule because you know Dennis Allen job on the line. So the league says, "Hey, look, we're gonna give you this schedule. All you gotta do the schedule is so easy. All you gotta do is play smart football and not lose these games, and you'll win a division. All you had to do, man." But then Allen couldn't even do that. He couldn't even manage that. That's how embarrassing this stuff is. That's how embarrassing it is. Could not do that with this team. And I don't think this team is good as people in Saint circles make it out to be. I don't. It's not that good because the defense is getting a lot older. It's getting older by the years. Cam Jordan lost a step, has pretty much lost a step. And I like Cam Jordan as a fan. Cam Jordan has lost a step. Demario Davis is still a really good football player, but he's not having the impact that he once was. It's like to me, it's kind of like the Kobe factor, the late Kobe Bryant. He got paid, but everybody knew that he wasn't the player that he once was. But he can occasionally give you that game where he shows you that he still got it to a certain extent. That he still is that guy. And that's what Demario Davis is. You can have moments where he can show you that he can still play. And there could be games where he just like flat out miss tackles and things like that, get burnt by running backs and tight ends. That's what they're gonna have. So I don't know if you know, I don't think Lamar Davis is that type of player, as he once was. And also, man, just this team just has a lot of holes, in my opinion. A lot of holes on the offensive line and the defensive line. Both the left and right side of the offensive line needs to be rebuilt. And from what I learned, if you're gonna keep Derek Carr, you gotta have a really built up offensive line because he does not like pressure one bit. He cannot take pressure. And he does not move out. He doesn't attempt to move outside the pocket to make plays. He just sits there and takes the sack. You know what I'm saying? And that's what he's been doing lately. A lot. He's done that a lot this season. And our offensive line just don't it's not up to par yet. You know? Defensive line, Payne Turner turned out to be a bust. Always injury prone. Carl Granderson is solid, but is he really like? Do you really consider him to be your top defensive line? Your number one guy, number one, your number one pass rusher. You know what I'm saying? Pete Warner, up and down. Thought he was going to take the next step this year, but that's not happening. Damari Davis, like I said, he's lost a step. You know what I'm saying? Zach Bond, it took 15 games to put Zach Bond on the field. You know what I'm saying? So that's just what it is right now, man. That's just what it is, man. We just don't have the guys, bro. We just don't have the horses to be compete with teams like Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay is really I give Tampa Bay credit, man. They look really good as a football team, bro. And I thought at the beginning of the year, I thought that Tampa Bay would lose games this year. I wrote a season preview article on the Strike 7 Sports website. I thought Tampa Bay would lose at least 10 games this year. They'll go 7-10. Them Jokers is 8-7 right now on the verge of winning the NFC South. Crazy, man. It's just crazy how the NFL works, bro. And it just shouts out to them. Ty Bowles, I felt as though he got a raw deal by inheriting a team that had a Tom Brady, a version of Tom Brady that was a focus and going through his, personal issues off the field, his divorce. But nice way of for him to bounce back with Tampa, with Baker Mayfield. So they probably they're probably the favorites. You know what I'm saying? They're probably what's up, Fire the Cannons on pod? We prove the haters wrong. Yeah, you're right. Y'all did. Cause I didn't expect y'all to win that division, man, with Baker Mayfield. But shouts out to y'all, man. But they're probably the favorites, man. I don't see how you move off of Baker Mayfield. I don't see how you move off of him because Mike Evans is still solid. You know, Chris Godwin, he does what he does. Rashad White is a clear upgrade over Leonard Fournette. Colton Alton, good tight end. They'll force, man. So the Saints got to step the game up, you know. And outside of that, man, I still think the division is going to be weak again next year, because um, Carolina gonna have a new coach. Um, Saints might have a new coach. Who knows? Falcons might have a new coach, but it's just a wash, man. Wash a bad year for the Saints, and next year the schedule is going to be a lot harder. It's gonna be a harder division next year. You know what I'm saying? Harder division. Saints play the Saints play the NFC West next year. Not the NFC West, the AFC West. AFC West next year. You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough to gain traction. And I don't think you're gonna be having the only way you get lucky in the next year's schedule, you get lucky is by those teams that you face have start to have injuries. That's the only way. You know what I'm saying? It's just what it is right now, man. And also, man, I read an article a few days ago from sports.com. There was tough listing the many head coaching candidates that could replace Dennis Allen if he's fired this year. They had Frank Smith of the Miami Dolphins, um, Bill Belichick, and I think Ben Johnson, Ben Johnson of the Detroit Lions. You know what I'm saying? There's quite a few names on that list, man, but Belichick can't do it. Belichick is out of his depth right now as a head coach, bro, because the game is passing by, and I wouldn't want Belichick to come to this team. I think we would be a lot more disciplined. We would be a lot more disciplined as a team, but his days of being a really good head coach is passing by, and I don't know if Josh McDaniels will want to work with Derek Carr. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if he would want to work with Derek Carr again because he's the guy that dropped Derek Carr as the quarterback of the Raiders. Yeah, here's that list I got and I pulled up on my phone. They got Aaron Glenn, Aaron Glenn, Brian Callahan of the Bengals, Bill Belichick, and Frank Smith. Those are the names that can possibly replace Dennis Allen. Dada, what's up, Dada? Dada says Bill is too old as well. Kind of like yeah, yeah, dig sad. That's hate to say it. Yeah, yeah. I mean, I think defensively, I think we would be a lot better because Belichick runs a 3-4, and a lot of those players the Saints have right now. He probably would have clean house. He'll clean that whole defense will look different next year. You know, outside of Zach Bond, because Zach Bond fits a 3-4. But I want like Bill Belichick out here, man. I just don't think he fits the culture for New Orleans. Brian Callahan, I like from Cincinnati. He worked with Burrow. I like Frank Smith, who's really good. I like I don't know about Aaron Glenn. I don't know if Aaron Glenn. I know he was with the Saints prior to joining the Lions, but I don't know if I would take him as a head coach. I mean, I think, excuse me, I think me personally, man, I want an offensive guy. I want an offensive guy as a head coach. That's what I want for the Saints. What up, Dot? Donna says Bill is too old. Man, that's what kept DA. It's sad, as sad as I had to say it. Yeah, you're right, man. You're right about that, man. Bill Belichick, to me, Bill Belichick got to go somewhere where you have a really good quarterback and really good players already that's already there. Only one place has that right now. That's the Chargers. Everybody else, nah. But me personally, man, I think they're gonna keep Da, man. I think they're gonna keep Da. Unfortunately, I wish they don't do it, but they're gonna keep Da, man. A lot of people ain't gonna like that, and if they do that, man, if they keep Da, man, Mickey Loomis, I don't care who does it. Mickey Loomis, Dennis Lauska, Gail Benson, Saints owner. Tell this dude, bro, have a meeting with him one on one and tell him, hey, bro, we taking away defensive play calling from you. He cannot be a head coach and a defensive coordinator. He cannot do that. They should take that away from him and give it to somebody else. I don't care if it hurts his ego. They need to take defensive play calling from him. Let Joe Woods do it. Also, I mean, this might be unpopular as well, but you may have to consider bringing in John Gruden. You may have to think about bringing in John Gruden to work with Derek Carr. Because Derek Carr, the best Derek Carr look was under John Gruden. And I think John Gruden is not scared to call Derek Carr out. Compared to what we got now, John Gruden will call Derek Carr out and hurt his feelings and will not care about it. That's the problem we got right now. People scared of Derek. People in that coaching staff, that coaching staff is afraid to call Derek Carr out on his flaws. That's what we got right now with the Saints. They will keep the empty dome next year. I mean, yeah, that's pretty much true. But if they start winning, it's gonna be packed again. So that's what they hope. That's what they go. They're banking on. You know. So it is what it is. I think they should move on from him. I said this repeatedly in previous videos. Even if the Saints had won the NFC South, I think they should make a change because this team got, like I said, this team has taken on too many bad habits on the Dennis out. Too many bad habits with this dude. So they should make the change anyway. Yeah. Because ain't anybody else that had a clue, anybody else that has a clue of what they're doing or what to do, this division would have been won a long time ago. The Saints would be a 10-win team right now. But then with a different head coach, a different coaching staff. That's crazy. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not a fan of Dennis Allen, bro. I wasn't a fan. I wasn't big on the hire when we got it. I wasn't. I wasn't big on that hire. But now, I mean, hopefully, man, look, Mickey Loomis got to have enough pride to admit that he was wrong, that it was a mistake, and cut bait. But I don't know, man. It just they're too loyal, man. They're too loyal, bro. And it's gonna be interesting how they play. They're gonna play these next two games, bro. Because if next week they might beat Tampa Bay, that's the Saints do things like that. When everybody's giving up hope on the Saints, they do stuff like they might come through next week. They might, you know what I'm saying? And then you win next week, and then you gotta wait. You got extra help next week when the Bucs play. The following week when the Bucs play the Carolina Panthers, you're gonna be banking on Carolina to beat Tampa Bay. It's funny, man. That is so funny, bro. And it's never. And when the Saints need help with something, it never goes their way. It never goes their way. It's just that simple. Never go. These type of things never go the Saints way when they need help from another team to get like into the playoffs or improve their season. It never goes the Saints way. So I definitely don't expect that to happen this week, the next week, or the following week. So the Saints, I mean, they'll probably go 9-8. They'll probably go 9-8. I can see them beating Atlanta at home and beating Bucks next week. Barely, but I think it can happen. But I don't know if they're going. They're not getting to the playoffs. I'm telling you right now. I just don't see Tampa Bay losing to Atlanta last game of the week of the season. What up, Gundam? What's good, man? Thanks for joining, bro. I don't see that happening, bro. Um, I don't know, bro. It just leave it to the Saints, bro. They do stuff like this, man. They just do. And um, I'm gonna start talking about the draft in a little bit. I'm gonna start talking about the NFL draft in a couple of days from now. Probably gonna do my first mock draft video and soon, real soon. My first mock draft video. Gotta look at the see where everybody at right now based on today after this week, and probably do a mock draft video. And I'm gonna start talking about free agency. Donna says if the Saints Can't do this year. I still don't believe they win next year. Saints need to hire someone from the 49ers staff and draft a QB that can compete with Carl first of all. Yeah, yeah, that's true. I agree with you. The Saints need to hire somebody from the 49 from the Kyle Shanahan slash Sean McVay tree, coaching tree, because that's what's working right now. That's what's working right now. And yeah, they do need to draft a quarterback. They do need to draft one. They really do. Gundam says, nah, they're not beating because Derek Carr, see and goes. Yeah. Draft Jay and Daniels ASAP. I wouldn't mind that. I would love to see them draft Jay and Daniels. I would love to see that. You know, depends on where the Saints are at. You know what I'm saying? Because do you want it depends who the offensive coordinator is. You know what I'm saying? Because they don't I don't see Dan I don't see Jay Daniels have success with his coaching staff, bro. With Pete Carmichael. You know? But I agree. They should draft a quarterback. Draft a quarterback. Um Tell Derek Carr, hey, look, bro, this your last shot. We know we can't move on from you. Do what you can, perform, try to get into the playoffs. But the following year, we hand it off to the young quarterback. That's what you got to do. Do something do something similar to what Kansas City did with Patrick Mahomes. Draft him, have him sit a year, and you know, give it to Mahomes the following year, and go from there. You know what I'm saying? So I agree. They should draft a quarterback. Gundam Max was a disconnect between Mickey Loomis and his organization. Dennis Allen's not the guy. Oh man, Mickey Loomis thinks he thinks he got the right guy. That's not. I mean, that's the issue. He thinks his team is going in the right direction. Um, Now he hasn't said anything since these last couple of weeks. He haven't said. I haven't heard nothing from Mickey Loomis. So I'm looking forward to seeing what he got to say this week. If they put him on the radio on WWF. But he believes he got the right personnel on the team. That's what Mickey Loomis thinks, bro. That's what he thinks. And I wouldn't be shocked at the end of the season. Loomis come out and say Derek Cole still learning the system. I wouldn't be shocked because that's what he does. That's what they do. They're gonna find a way to give Derek Carr and Dennis Allen an excuse. Just like last year when they said last year was like we had injuries. It was a lot. We dealt with too many injuries. This year is going to be Derek Carr still learning the offense. Now, mind you, Matthew Stafford in his first year with the Rams, he was he went to a Super Bowl and won it with a new offense. Matthew Stafford, a 10-year veteran. Derek Carr, 10-year veteran. What's the issue? It shouldn't have took this dude 15 games, 14, 15 games to learn the offense, a new offense. Tom Brady in his first year with the Buccaneers told Bruce Arians, hey, bro, we're not running that crap. We're going to run my offense and we're going to the Super Bowl. And they won it. Brady, a 20-year vet, went to a Super Bowl in his first year. You got rookie QBs that are picking up systems better than Derek Carr. Look at Joe Flacco with the Cleveland Browns. Flacco come off the couch, bro. Dude came off the couch. Had play all year, came off the couch and got the Browns in the playoffs. Today, Joe Flacco threw like 4 or 5 touchdowns, bro. Straight off the couch. 38-year-old Joe Flacco, man. Got the Browns in the playoffs right now. Going to the playoffs. So what's the excuse for Derek Carr? Explain that one. You know? What's the excuse for this dude, man? There shouldn't be one. You 10-year veteran. Now, if that was Jake Hayner, our rookie QB, okay, I'll get it. Hey, you're a rookie. He having a hard time learning. It's going to take him a while to learn the offense, but not Derek Carr, man. Data says Mickey is smart, but it doesn't. Mickey is smart, but it doesn't mean he's right on his coaching decisions. In my opinion, the Saints had better coaches to interview for the head coaching job, but choose yeah, you're right. They could have went with Doug Peterson, man. Doug Peterson. I don't know why they didn't interview the guy in Miami. I don't know why. Eric Bieniemy, you interviewed him for almost the whole day. You let him bounce. I don't know why, man. Brian Flores interviewed. You've interviewed Brian Flores. That didn't work out. But we'll see how it play out, man. Got 2 games left. We'll see how the team will look. But I think they're gonna try to fight. They're gonna try to fight next week against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. They might win that game, might not win it, but if they win it, they go into the following week. They have to win that game and gotta get help. Gotta get help from the Carolina Panthers to see how it's gonna play out. To win the division. So we'll see. But I don't think it's gonna happen. So there's that. All right, that's all I have for y'all for right now, man. Give me a like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Let me know how you feel about the subject I talked about today. Um, check out strike7sports.com/Saints. Latest content on the One Saints organization. I'll be back in the next few days with a different video. Probably doing a mock draft just to see where we at, in regards to our draft slot. And we'll go from there. Have a blessed day. Merry Christmas. I'm out. Peace.